Somebody just asked you to sponsor their kid's baseball team, and you almost said no. Or worse, you said yes without knowing why you should. Now, before you think this is about slapping your name on a banner in left field and calling it marketing, it's not. That banner, nobody reads it. The kids don't care, and the parents are watching the game. But there is real ROI buried in this moment, and 99% of people miss it completely because they're looking in the wrong place. Stick with me for the next few minutes because I'm going to show you exactly where the value is and what most people get completely wrong about sponsorships like this. And at the end, I'm even going to give you a bonus move that will make you the most popular person in that entire organization. So let's go. Several times a year, someone will ask me to sponsor their youth sports team. I've personally sponsored soccer teams, tennis teams, t-ball, football, you name it. I even sponsored a middle school debate team once. And for years, I wondered if it was worth the investment because I never got a direct call from the banner or jersey or program insert. Here's the truth about Little League sponsorships and youth sports sponsorships in general. The banner is not the product. The jersey patch is not the product. The relationship is the product. Think about who asked you. It wasn't an athletic director. It wasn't some marketing coordinator sending you a cold email. It was a person you know. A colleague, a friend, a neighbor, a past client, somebody who was probably a little uncomfortable picking up the phone or sending a text and asking you for money, even if it was only $300 or $400. That matters. That person just told you something important. They thought of you. Out of everyone in their phone, they called you. Do you understand how valuable that is? Now, let me talk about the person who is making that ask for a second, because I don't think people appreciate what they're dealing with. Most of the time, whoever called you is a volunteer, a team mom, a dad who got roped into being the treasurer. They didn't sign up to be a fundraiser. They signed up because they love their kid and they love the community. Now they've got to call people and ask for money, which, if you've ever done it, is uncomfortable. Even for $300, even when it's for the kids. So they made a list. They thought about who would actually say yes, and your name made that list. Now here's the question. What happens to that relationship if you say yes versus if you say no? If you say no, even politely, you created a moment of awkwardness with someone in your sphere. That lingers. It doesn't have to be dramatic, but it's there. If you say yes, especially quickly and generously, you created a moment of relief and gratitude with someone in your sphere. That also lingers, and it pays dividends in ways that are impossible to track, but are very real. Let me be direct with you. I'm not telling you that sponsoring this team is going to get you a listing. It might not. I'm not going to promise you that. What I'm telling you is this. The most powerful force in this business, and I've been doing this over 20 years, is still word of mouth. It's still relationships. It's still people who like you and trust you, sending other people who will like and trust you your way. And those relationships are built on moments like this one. You say yes to the sponsorship. You write the check. You make it easy. The volunteer tells their spouse, "Oh, Wes took care of us. It was no problem." Now 2 people are grateful. Now it comes up at dinner. Now it comes up when their neighbor mentions they're thinking about buying a house. You can't buy that kind of goodwill with a Zillow lead. You can't manufacture it with a Facebook ad. It happens in the moments when people are watching to see what kind of person you are, and you show them. Now, a few practical things. 1, don't overthink the amount. Whatever they're asking for, just do it. This is not a major financial decision. It's an investment in a relationship. If you can afford it, do it. It's a marketing expense. 2, follow up with a personal message. When you say yes, don't just send a check. Send a text or handwritten note. Happy to support the team this year. Let me know how the season goes. Takes 30 seconds, means a lot. 3, if you go to a game or 2, even better. It's not mandatory, but if you show up, not to hand out business cards, not to work the crowd, just to be a human being who's part of the community, that is worth more than any marketing campaign you will ever run. You're not there as a real estate agent. You're there as a neighbor. Let that be enough. The rest takes care of itself. All right, I promised you a bonus, and here it is. If you really want to create a moment that people will talk about for years, here's what you do. At some point during the season, reach out to the coach or this team parent and say this. "Hey, I'd love to sponsor the end of season dinner for the team. Let me cover the pizza buffet or whatever you guys do. My treat." That's it. That simple. Think about what you just did. You didn't sponsor a name on a banner, you bought an experience. You put food in front of every parent, every kid, every coach who showed up to that celebration. You created a memory. And when they're sitting around eating pizza and someone says, "Who made this happen?" your name comes up in a room full of families. And even better, if you attend the dinner, you get a bunch of casual conversations with people that maybe you didn't have a relationship with before, in a real, genuine human moment. That's not advertising, that's community. And in this business, community is everything. The cost? Probably $200 to $400 for the pizza buffet, depending on how big the team is. But the return? Well, it's difficult to measure, but it's real. So, the next time somebody in your world calls and asks you to sponsor their kids' team, stop before you say, "Let me think about it." Remember, you're not buying a banner or getting your name on the back of a t-shirt. You're investing in a person, a relationship, a moment of goodwill in your community. And if you want to take it further, offer to buy the end of the season dinner. Be the person who showed up, not because it's a strategy, because it's who you are. That's who you're building your business around being. I'm Wes, and I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.